car. There's Stella. She knows I'm here. Getting all the stuff out of the car. I think we'll crawl under the fence and see what happens.
Hey YouTube people, this is Jenny.
This girl knows where we're at.
Stella's watched me roll up this day and I thought I would do a little
Put you down here and hopefully you won't die.
voiceover since my audio sucks so bad. Anyways,
Okay.
I've been taken to crawling under the fence here about 1 or 2 times a week as I drive by. Instead of, if they're in the corner here, I'm like going, well, just feed them here. I don't need to necessarily do anything since we're not planning a ride or anything. So you can see I came up here, rolled under the fence, and you can see the horses over here are coming in. Aurora's there, Pixie's next to it, and this, is that sorrel or chestnut little gelding who thinks he owns those 3 mares is coming over for a little, can I have some? But the answer is no. I was on the other side of the fence when I told him to stop, and he listened and stopped. I'm crawling under the fence.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm doing a little herd management.
Yeah.
I have this little, what is it, a tail on a string or a tail on a end of a extendable wand there that I use to shoo the horses away. And it's my swishing tail. And Aurora has her bucket. Now Pixie's really with these guys all the time, and I'm kind of get to the point where I really don't want to be feeding 3 horses. I can't afford it because I am newly retired and retired early, so I don't even get to collect my full benefits, but that's okay. I figured if I waited much longer to retire, I might murder somebody in the process before it happened, and then I'd spend, at least I'd have health care then if I was in prison. Anyways, that didn't happen, luckily. So it was a really nice day. It was a little cloudy. It was threatened to rain all day, but it actually warmed up to be about 58 degrees, which for this time of year is pretty darn decent. The horse saw that I was distracted by the other horse and was sneaking in on the side. Now I'm trying to, he comes around this way. I'm like, well, no, cutting off your drive line, and off you go. And as soon as I just said, okay, good. We understand each other. What did I want to tell you guys stuff? Oh, so yes, I retired and I got finally accepted to Social Security, but that took about a month and a half to kick in, so I've had to be very frugal this last month. But yeah, this is a nice October day, so I need to get the horses wormed, and I got Stella scheduled to go to the vet to get her fall vaccines this month, and then next month I'll schedule Aurora to get her fall vaccines. That's what I was going to talk about, being poor and owning horses. So people say you own a horse. My husband was saying, someone says I don't have horses, so they figure that we must be rich because I have horses. Well, no, I don't. I board my horse, so I don't need to have all those fancy things. I don't own a truck or a trailer,
Recording anything.
or any of those things. I don't even own a bit for my horses, so more than natural horsemanship. So when you put your horses on rough board, it doesn't cost so much to keep them. So, yeah, and then I, work a little extra here and there to work off board, and that's how I afford horses. It's not that I am not rich. I am poor. Well, I'm lower middle class, I guess, is what I am. I think. I pay taxes, so I must not be poverty level, right? But anyways, not rich, not fancy homes, none of that stuff. I'm not sure what I'm mumbling about. That's Pixie right there. She's, again, not my horse. And I don't even want to be feeding her because, she's not my horse, and her parents won't like me feeding her. But I don't know what to do. I always feel bad when she comes up. So, yeah, this is just a normal day in my horsey world. So I was going to, now that I'm retired, I'm going to start volunteering at the local SPCA or Humane Society or whatever you want to call it on Wednesdays, so that'll keep me busy. So maybe I'll have some pictures of some rats and guinea pigs and all sorts of stuff. You never know. I'll share anything that has to do with my boring life with you if you want to hear it. So we'll see how it goes. The nice thing about boarding is look at all these horses I have. I only have to feed the two, but I get to play with Pixie and Cadence and who else is out there? She is such a spoiled rat. I'm always giving her carrots or treats or cookies, and I'm just terrible that way. I try to make her do stuff for them, so it's not just hand treating. But some of the things that I've taught her to do is kisses, hugs. You know, if you put up with that, you can have a cookie. So now she walks up and tries to kiss me all the time. So I wanted to just do a little bit of explaining about Jen's Horse Time, who I am, and what you're going to hear if you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel just so we can help buy fancy new blankets for these horses if they ever need one. But I was just sharing my days with you and my mumblings with you, and now what it's like to be retired in America. I was thinking of starting a whole new channel called, What Now, or, I used to watch this series, this British series. It was called Waiting for God, and it was about, retired people sitting around in the old folks' home just waiting to die. It was a comedy, obviously a little dark comedy, but that's kind of what I feel like I'm doing now. Not waiting to die, but this is like the final chapter. I don't know. So what happens next? What do we do now that we have nowhere to go every day? We don't have to be anywhere. We just have to survive. What's it gonna be like to survive? Look at them horsies. Just having a good look at him. He's so funny. I like that. So, see the tail? I don't know. What do you think about that tail? I don't know why they do that. It's just so weird. Well, I do know why they do that. Someone told me it was to help breakage or something, so the tail could grow, but it just seems rude, making a little webbing on the end of their bum, so when they just smack themselves in the bum every time they try to catch a fly. I have seen people put bale twine on the ends to help with the flies, so it's not just this big hard clunky thing. But either way, so I brought some carrots out here, and the reason I'm shoeing my horse backwards is so I can give her a reason to get a reason to give her the carrots. I don't want her to just take food from me. I want to give food to her for completing something. Positive reinforcement, sort of, instead of a, hey, give me the treat, and me just saying, here, yeah, it's yours. So, I think I'm pretty darn good with the horses, but I think I'm not going back to Three Gates at all. I don't know. I keep trying to think of reasons to go there, and it's just not this, I don't know. I just don't like the whole... There's a lot of horsey girl barn witch things about nonprofits sometimes, I think. I mean, these horsey nonprofits, I think they start out with a good idea, but the real idea is, the real motivation behind starting these nonprofits, like therapeutic riding centers, is because a bunch of old women want to have horses to play with for free, and they want someone else for them to pay to have the horses. Have a bunch of volunteers do all the hard labor. I mean, now I'm sounding snarky, but that's really what it was. Just people come in for free and do all the heavy lifting, and we get to own all these horses for free, and we get to ride them and play horsey with them, and doesn't really much matter about the horse anymore, you know, and that's what I was getting annoyed with. That, I don't know, the horses were being used as tools, and I just didn't like that. So, I still think there's some good parts to the mental health therapy side of things. Taking your horse for a walk, you know, doing stuff like that. I think the program could have done a lot better with stuff like that. But that didn't seem like it was evolving anywhere anytime soon, and the people that worked there had been there for so long, they didn't respect the idea of that sort of a change. And, you know, so no sense in beating myself up about it. If anybody wants to me to take their horse for a walk or something like that, or help put them through therapy, I'll be happy to do that. So I'm going to offer my services on a basis like that if anybody wants them, and if nobody does, well, I'll just share my horsey moments with you guys, and hopefully we'll just call that good. So, not planning on making money from horses, just planning on spending time with them.
Hi, baby.
So, thanks for listening to me today, guys. Have a good one.
You're so pretty.